Check it out, guys. I am super excited to share with you my new chess set. This is a 19th century Cantonese chessboard with pieces on the inside kept in those drawers right there. We'll set it up in just a little bit, but first I want to talk about the outside. I had a lot of questions about this board. I did some research and I'll share with you what I found. First thing I want to point out is the size. You can see it takes up the entire table right here. It's 20 inches by 20 inches on top. The squares clock in at 2 inches each. It is an inlaid wood of some kind of mahogany and maple related material. It has these beautiful floral designs going all the way around. You can see them right there that are inscribed into the chessboard. They're on all four sides. They're in the corners. They're on the drawers right here. And the Chinese lettering, the characters right there, let me get a good view of it for you. I looked up what they were and I asked around, and it actually is an ancient Chinese symbol that means double happiness. And this symbol dates back to the Tang Dynasty. And a lot of times when people get married, they have this symbol for their marriage, and they have this symbol on tapestries and vases, and it really shows a family unity. So I would imagine that this chess set right here would be something of a family heirloom, something in the cornerstone of a living space where it would be a nice decorative piece of furniture for people to enjoy the game of chess. So pretty cool if you ask me. The board stands at 9 inches tall right here, the legs. And if you look underneath, I got really excited when I first saw this because I thought that there was a hidden compartment. I was like, how cool is this? When I opened it up, I thought there was going to be some document in there or something really cool, like an ancient piece of paper from the 19th century. But yeah, there's nothing in there. There's one on each side, and it's actually, these legs fold and they go right in here. So the table actually can lay flat. You don't have to put it on the legs. The drawers right here have these really cool lions. They are made of metal. The lions are biting this ring right here. And these are called guardian lions. I looked them up. They are very popular in ancient Chinese art. Okay, and what are they guarding? They are guarding the chess army, the pieces that are kept in the drawer right here. So they are made of an ivory, possibly a bone of some sort. I'll share with you some opinions on that in just a second. So one side is going to be this lighter bone color, and the other side is going to be a red color. So the bone slash ivory is stained red. So why don't we set them up and let's check out what the pieces look like set up on the board. Here it is, guys, all set up. I am super excited when I see this because they are all intact, hand carved, ready to battle. The details are just exquisite. The swords that they are holding, the flags that they have up, the facial expressions on the pieces are just amazing. So let's check out some of the pieces. These are the two opposing kings right here. They're actually carved in different designs. They stand about 4¼ inches tall, maybe about 110 millimeters. The red king has this really long whisker-like beard that he's twirling. It actually extends into his hand. He's got this beautiful dress that he's wearing with some kind of item flaring at the bottom. He has a sword on his side and this long pointy finial on top. Pretty cool looking with these tassels coming down. The white king actually has a nice full beard, wearing a nice long beaded necklace. I'm not sure what he's holding. He might be holding an object or a piece of his robe. The robe has this detailed floral design that you can see. It's kind of flared at the bottom. Okay, and he has a long braid coming down, this really nice braid. So this guy's got some pretty long hair. Here's the queen. The queen actually has a matching robe. The floral design is identical to her king counterpart. So they definitely match, which is really nice. How cute is that, right? So the queen is holding this tassel of some sort. I don't know exactly what this is. If you know what the queen is holding, please leave it in the comments and you would be helping out. That would be greatly appreciated in my research about this set. The queen has this headpiece with the flowers in there, which is really nice. And my favorite part is actually, I'll hold it on the side so you can see it, is the intricate design of how the dress just flares out, giving it life, is really, really cool. So here is the bishop. The bishop is actually holding the same exact piece as the queen. Again, if you know what this is, please leave that in the comments. The bishop has the matching robe with the same exact design as the king and the queen also, except he's wearing a flattened hat. And the facial expression of the bishop, it reminds me almost of the Mona Lisa, where you don't know, depending upon your interpretation of the Mona Lisa's facial expression, whether she's smiling or frowning or thinking. That's kind of what it reminds me of, because I can't really, depending upon like the angle I turn it, it looks like the bishop is smiling, maybe the bishop maybe has this stern face. I don't know, but he's pretty cool looking if you ask me. The knights actually look similar to the pawns in the fact that they're wearing these cool hats with the pointy nose. They're carrying a sword. The horse actually has really detailed mane, and the mane actually has the same curvature right into the tassels which hold the horse. Pretty cool looking piece right there. So probably the coolest piece in the entire chess set, in my opinion, are the rooks, because anytime I've seen a Cantonese style chess set from the 19th century, it is true to the style where they use these elephants as the rooks. The elephants are completely carved out of the same material from the flag all the way down. The flag actually has been made to detach to avoid snapping off when you store them. Okay, they're wearing these beautiful dresses and headpieces. They're really nicely carved, and I just think that they're a really cool idea to represent the rooks. All right, let me show you guys the pawns because they are really cool. They are both carved a little bit different. This guy has a bigger nose. This guy's got a small pointier nose. They're both wearing similar hats, and this guy's got the thicker legs. This guy's got the skinnier legs, but one thing you may notice that they're both holding is these swords, and the swords are actually not made of the same material. They are made of wood, and they actually detach, and I feel that that is for storage, so they don't snap off and break if they were carved of also the same material. I've seen chess sets similar of style to this, and they're missing the swords, and I feel that if one gets lost or broken, you might as well take them all off so it doesn't look asymmetrical. And this guy right here is very delicate. It's the wood piece that goes all the way down. I'm not going to take it all the way out because I don't want to break it, but it gently slides right into place and comes out another hole in the back. So pretty cool pawns right there. I found some really good information in a chess collection book that I have about where these pieces came from, when they were made, and what they're made of. So let me share that with you right now. All right, guys, I want you to check out this book. This is On the Collecting of Chess Sets by Holger Langer, published in 2022, so it just came out. This is a chess book that is an incredible resource if you are into any sort of chess collection, or if you're into chess history. I would highly recommend getting a copy of this. He does a really good job at taking you through the history of the evolution of the different chess pieces, how the styles changed over the years. He gives pictures of documents of things related to the chess pieces, as far as countries where these chess pieces were played on. And in the chapter, there was a chapter called The Variety of Materials Used in Chess Sets. And in the subsection called Ivory is where I found the very similar style of the Cantonese chess set that I acquired. So it does confirm that this style chess set was made in the mid-1800s in the Cantonese workshops. The knights are going to be the warriors riding the horses, holding some kind of weapon. You can see the pawns are holding the swords, and the rooks are going to be the elephants with the flag on top. And of course, with any chess variety, you're going to have your different variations. These are actually on a taller pedestal. So I was really curious what these pieces looked up close. So I looked at them with a document camera, which enabled me to take some really close-up pics. The first thing I did was I peeled off the felt on the bottom, and of course I gently glued it back on. And I noticed that they had this darkened centered core with rings going around. And I would make an analogy that it's going to be like rings of a tree. And then I was able to zoom in on different areas of the pieces, and I noticed that they had these cross lattice structures. You could see in the crown right here of this king that these cross sections are very evident. And upon further research, I found that they are called Schreger lines, found in many ivory pieces. Now I'm just making a comparison. I don't consider myself an expert in ivory identification, so of course if you know best, please leave it in the comments below. But either way, I think that these are really cool pieces. They're solid and very well made, and I hope you liked looking at them. I really enjoyed showing you about this chess set. I hope you enjoyed watching. Please subscribe, and I shall see you guys next time.